Bonjour guys, welcome back to our FIFA 19 Road to Glory episode 14 already. And guys, before this episode starts, smash a like because right now, as you can see brothers, in FUT Champions, 17 games played, 16 wins, 1 losses with this insane squad builder. So bros, give us the support to possibly dream about finishing top 100, but the aim will be 82, 81, possibly that will be awesome. So brothers, before we start this squad builder, the budget of the squad will be around 800,000 coins to 900,000 coins depending on Xbox One or PlayStation 4. So brothers, let's start with the squad builder. Our formation will be the 4-4-2 because I think it's one of the easiest formation to link him up. But in game we're going to change the formation a bit, so make sure you guys watch the entire video so you guys can have a view on our custom tactics and our formation that we use in games. So now brothers, let's show you the players. Yes, the goalkeeper of that team is going to be Samir Handanovic. We're fortunate enough to pack him in a 2-player pack, and not gonna lie to you bros, he's an 88 rated keeper, 6'4". He's going to do the job for you. Then the right back, it's going to be Alessandro Florenzi. Even though he's not the tallest right back, well-rounded card with 4-star skill move, that can be not too shabby bros. Right before crossing you do like a fake shock or you do like a rolled out chop and you can cross it, and especially Florenzi does have a great crossing ability. So now if there is Kostas Manolas at the back, he's just a machine. Highly recommend you guys, especially for around 25,000 coins on Xbox. I think it's a little bit more on PlayStation, but bros, he's one of the best cheap overpowered center back on the game, especially if you cannot afford Varane or Ramos or Van Dijk. Go with Manolas, he will do the job. Then we do have Giorgio Chiellini. And guys, I found this card pretty cheap to be an 89 rated card, first of all, with those stats, especially because it's a Juventus center back. You can link him up easily with Alexandro as well, but Chiellini and Alexandro bros, it's like one of the two best players in the defense, and they will only cost you 150,000 coins more or less. So guys, get on those players because they are absolutely insane. Alexandro is the most consistent left back in the game, in my opinion. Now brothers, let's talk about the first midfielder of the squad. It will be the right mid, it will be Marco Reus. 115 games played with Marco Reus, 58 goals, 58 assists. This record could be a little bit better, but Marco Reus is really good when you create the play, when you get forward, because of his space. He feels a lot more than 85. So now brothers, let's talk about the first center mid. It will be Leon Goretzka. And guys, before we start talking about this player, he is just so good, and it will cost you 20,000 coins at this current moment. Brothers, get on him because he's such a machine. Yes, and his price will drop throughout FIFA 19, so definitely guys, if you need a strong center mid, definitely go with Leon Goretzka. Then we do have Blaise Matuidi, and in FIFA 19, his stamina is just the perfect attribute for him. He is gonna play the 120th minute in overtime in FUT Champions, and he will still have a lot of energy. Yes. And you can link him up pretty easily because he's French and he does play for Juventus. Then the left mid is gonna be Anthony Martial. For 40,000 coins bros, we actually play him as a left attacking mid, not as a left mid. 4-star skill move, and bros, the pace is there, the physicality is there, 6 feet as well, so that's important. If you're crossing from the right side to the left side, Anthony Martial can score those headers, and his fitness shot is absolutely amazing. Yes bros, right now we're abusing the time finishing shot because it's actually broken on the game, and Martial, it's actually really good to have him. So guys, I would advise you to use on the right side left-footed player so that you guys can cut in, or on the left side right-footed player so like that you can abuse the time finish shot because they're almost going every single time. It's really broken. Now the first striker of the squad, Robert Lewandowski. You guys know my opinion about him. I think he's the best striker, non-icon in the game. 200 games, 185 goals scored, 75 assists. Both, bear in mind, this is either a FUT Division rival or FUT Champions gameplay. There is no like maybe couple time friendlies, but that's it. So this record for a striker is absolutely awesome. We have put Hunter chemistry style so like that his pace and his shooting can go up. In terms of strength, he can really hold up the ball, and his strength feels awesome in game. Yes. And now we do have the second striker of the squad, Alexandre Lacazette. We were fortunate enough to have him in our first FUT Champions weekly rewards, and so far he is just a machine. I love him. We don't play him as a striker, we play him as a cam. Therefore, his record is looking pretty tasty, if I'm not gonna lie. 41 games, 23 goals, 23 assists. high medium work rate, 5'9", his time finish,
It's time finish.
his time finishing shot, like his curve shot basically, are absolutely broken, brothers. If you can abuse them, you'll be a machine. So brothers, before we start showing you the custom tactics and the play instruction, I just want to let you know our free super subs. At this current moment, if I really need to win and to score a game, I will bring on Neymar. But Neymar, because he's on loan, is not really reliable to you boys. So we use Alessandrini, Gonzalo Guedes and Vinicius Junior. I would like to play Alessandrini as a cam. So, and Guedes on the right side and Vinicius Junior on the left side. So now, brothers, let's show you the custom tactics.
Yes, this is a 16-1 record after 17 game custom tactics. Guys, I would really advise you to pay attention because Ilham knows what he's talking about, boss.
Indeed, so I'm playing really well at the moment. I was streaming all those games yesterday night on Twitch. I mean, like half of those games on Twitch, and you guys' support was awesome. So thank you so much. So guys, the defensive, I'm only going to show you the defensive and offensive because this is what I use in game. So for the defensive, I use the 4-2-3-1 with Anthony Martial, Lacazette and Marco Reus as my attacking cam, basically, with Blaise Matuidi, Leon Goretzka as my center defensive mid. The tactics: press after possession loss, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, offensive start, fast build up, and then after I just change nothing, basically, brothers. So now guys, for the play instruction, I use for Lewandowski, balance with mixed attack, normal interception, but stay forward like that. I can counter-attack my opponent. Marco Reus, come back on defense like that. It will help out the fullback, and then after the rest is default. Alexandre Lacazette, free roam, and the rest is default. So like that, I want my Lacazette to run around the pitch, to play as a cam, to help out,
to have some freedom, basically, bros. If he wants to play to the left, to the near Anthony Martial, he will. If he wants as well to play after next to Marco Reus, he will. I think this is really something good for Cam to run a little bit around the field to gravitate towards the forward.
Exactly, and then Anthony Martial come back on defense and the rest is default. Blaise Matuidi stay back while attacking and cover center. Leon Goretzka will be stay back while attacking and cover the wing because Alessandro Florenzi does have high work rate. Sometimes he will push forward and that will leave a little bit of space in the right side of the defense. So like that, Leon Goretzka can cover the right back position and Matuidi can cover the center and play like a lone center defensive mid. I found that pretty useful. Costas Manolas, Giorgio Chiellini stay back while attacking. Alexandro stay back while attacking and run type overlap. This is really important for me because like that, either I can pass the ball to Alexandro when he makes a run behind Anthony Martial so he can cross it into Lewandowski, or that can leave a lot of space for me and Anthony Martial to take a time finishing shot because the opponent will basically cover the run of Alexandro and that will leave me a lot of space to take a shot. Now brothers, let me show you the offensive and the attacking.
Yes, this is where we need to get a result. This is where Liam or I are losing 1-0. There's 20 minutes left into the game. We switch into that formation, guys. I would really advise you to have a plan B, either a plan C in terms of formulation in FUT Champions or different rivals, even if you lose or even if you win, to keep the result.
So now brothers, as you can see, it's the 4-2-2-2. Lacazette, Lewandowski on top, Martial, Reus, and the rest is basically the same. The play instruction, almost the same. I just basic defensive part balanced with mixed attack. I touch nothing basically there. Robert Lewandowski is exactly the same, all on default. Marco Reus come back on defense. Anthony Martial come back on defense once again, brothers, to help out those fullbacks when it's needed. And then after the two center defensive mid, cover center for Matuidi, stay back while attacking for Goretzka, cover wing, stay back while attacking, and Alexandro stay back while attacking and overlap. So guys, this was the best 800 to 900,000 coins. So lads, let's start with the first game of this gameplay. As you can see, we're coming up against a pretty good team with Sergio Ramos Champions League. And guys, well, this game was kind of mental because this guy abused volley. He scored a wonderful long shot with Jamie Vardy. I was like, what on earth is that goal? But guys, we want to talk about our FUT Champions gameplay, our thoughts towards the game, because at the moment, I do love the FIFA 19 gameplay. I know a lot of you guys might be wondering, wait, how come you can love that gameplay? I'm like, well, right now I'm abusing the time finishing shot and I use the AI defending. The first couple of weeks of FIFA 19, I didn't use basically the FIFA 19 tools that can help you to win games. I manually defend and I conceded a lot of goals. I grinded FUT division rivals a lot this week. And I realized that using the AI defending, it's kind of a cheat So bros, right now in FUT Champions, I'm using it. I know it's not the fanciest way to play FIFA 19, but that gets me win, and in FUT Champions, I want to get the most win possible. So now let's talk a little bit about the players.
Yes.
Well, because we changed that squad, as you can see, but we changed that squad right after our FUT Champions Rewards, where we're not really sure about where we're gonna put the squad and which player we're gonna use basically in the squad. We didn't know where we're headed out, you know what I mean? And so far, I'm really pleased with Lacazette, Lewandowski. Those two up top are just majestic.
Yeah, they're just majestic, bros, and especially with the formation as well, the 4-2-3-1, which is a defensive formation. I do really think in this FIFA 19 you need to rock with a defensive formation, bros, because if you use an offensive formation, you're gonna get counter-attacked so easily. So having a defensive formation with two CDM in front of the defense, I think it's really important, and especially with Matuidi and Goretzka. Matuidi is going to be like the pitbull of the midfield, and Goretzka, the tall, physical and technical player in that midfield. And bros as well, Chiellini, Alexandro, Manolas, for me they're just balling, and especially bros, they will cost you less than 170,000 coins approximately, and those will actually do the job for you defensively. And especially like Liam said, if you can use the AI defending, if you can master the AI defending, then it's gonna be a cheat code. I'm not gonna lie to you, bros. 16-1 in FUT Champions. This is our best start ever in any FUT Champions so far, bros. We gotta say this, and especially because it's only the second weekend in FIFA 19, and we don't rock with Ferdinand, Maldini. We don't rock with icon center back. We only use Chiellini, Manolas in the center back position, bros.
Yeah, I do think that Van Dijk and Varane or Ramos are the best center back non-icon in the game, but I was really impressed with Manolas and Chiellini. And you guys are seeing right now that I conceded 0 goals except the 2 first goals in the first game. I conceded 0 goals, bros. It's absolutely insane. A lot of rage quit as well, because I can annoy my opponent because of my AI defending, because of the midfielders Goretzka and Matuidi. There's something weird about Blaise Matuidi in FIFA 19. His tackling skills are just absolutely insane. I don't know what's wrong. I mean, it's pretty good with Matuidi, but every time he's close to a player, every time he's gonna tackle the player, he's gonna get the ball 95% of the time, which is absolutely insane. The only I'll say negative point about the squad might be Alessandro Florenzi, but because of his 4-star skills, whenever he gets forward, I can do a croqueta, the Iniesta skill move, and I can cross it in or make a good pass to Marco Reus. So like that, he can either cross it in or take a shot. So Alessandro Florenzi, I will say, is the weakest link in the squad, but because of Manolas and Goretzka, basically they cover up for his mistakes when he push forward too much. Other than this, Alexandro, boys, he's the best left back in the game.
Invest 100,000 coins into the best left back in the game. I do really think Alexandro is really overpowered because he's tall. He does have, I think, 92 stamina if I'm not mistaken. So he can play the entire 120th minute if needed. This is really important for fullback. And as well, I didn't mention Florenzi earlier, talking about the defense, because defensively he's too weak. Too short, but like you said, offensively is gonna create something interesting. Then bros, the cam, Alexandre Lacazette, we use him as a central attacking mid. He's doing the job perfectly for us because he's not the fastest. I do think that EA Sports did him kind of dirty this year in terms of pace, but for cam, do you actually need a lot of pace in FIFA 19? Not really, especially if you have a lot of shooting and a lot of dribbling combined with a bit of passing. This is what Alexandre Inform Lacazette does have. And then was as well Marco Reus and Anthony Martial on the wing. They are just doing an amazing job, especially with crossing to Lewandowski. And Lewandowski on top, what an amazing porter. Is, in my opinion as well, one of the best non-icon, best striker in the game. Bros, 4-star ski move as well. This is a new addition to Lewandowski in FIFA 19. It can really come handy in some situation.
And what I love about the forwards is that every time I take a shot, a time finishing shot or low driven, you guys saw that I scored quite a lot of, not a lot of goals, but few goals with low driven. I'm mastering the low drivens because I do think they are still really overpowered if you know how to use them in the right situation. So bros, with that being said, as you can see, that's another 4 win basically game. That was our 6th win. The rest of the games I streamed them over on Twitch. So guys, make sure to follow our Twitch if you wanna. We don't stream a lot over on Twitch, but sometimes I do like to stream my FUT Champions or FUT Champions game over on Twitch because it's chill. We can have non-copyright music, we can talk about our FUT Champions, about our life. So if you guys want to socialize over there, make sure to follow our Twitch. With that being said, brothers, that was our insane FUT Champions start with possibly one of the best 800 to 900,000 coins team on FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. If you have appreciated the squad, show the support, brothers, by smashing the like. And guys, subscribe because we might get some insane rewards on Thursday. And for more FIFA 19 squad builders as well, because it's a road to glory. We want to upgrade the squad. We will upgrade the squad most likely. But bros, right now we're not talking about icons and everything. So if you guys want to follow our road to glory journey, make sure to subscribe, guys, and show the support. It will be greatly appreciated.
Yes.
With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Liam.
My name is Vincent. Catch you guys later with a Halloween trading guide, trading method, how you can make easy coins. With that being said,
au revoir.